This channel is kindly sponsored by YWOBB.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs.
Shut up and sit down.
I was about to say, could you imagine it if auto switching was still a thing? Oh. Right, we're just having a reminisce on the old Google Hangouts on air, folks, back in the day, and we was just having a little bit of a chin wag before we came live on some of the things we used to do back in the day.
Before times.
And now you're sitting there and you think, why did we do that? But anywho. Welcome to the Frolic. Could you let me know in the chat that you can hear us?
Yes, hello.
The audio sound video is sounding good, mate, because last week I was prattling away and I didn't realise that no one could hear us, but me meters are showing that we're going out, so...
Your meters are showing. Pull your trousers up.
Let us know. Anyway, whilst you're doing that, I'll just do a little bit of, you can keep the channel alive by supporting me on patreon.com/the67's workshop, or click the join button below. That gets you access to the Zoom 24/7 hangout. You can click $sign to leave a super chat. All goes in a big pot, helps pay for this wonderful stuff. Harry said yes, loud and clear. Thank you very much, mate. It just saves me having to worry that we're not going out. Talking of the groovy gang and the really important people, first things before I do the chat: belly, bench, beverage, biscuit and baboon. Don't forget, folks, what's in the belly, what's in the bench. We need all the ingredients because we are that nosy. So let's have a scroll up. Yes, I said it, scroll up. Bill was first in, saying hello. Hello, Bill, how you doing, hello, mate? Got your message earlier, mate. Yeah, big hugs in a manly way and all of that lot, as you know. That's me and Fox saying second and third. Harry's going, fault handles.
Fault handles.
Handles. For Fox.
Mon repose. O's.
Exactly, mate. Giving it a bit of that.
Folk handles.
There you go.
Repose.
Have you a bit of that? You Golden's in, he says, hi, evening, here he goes, evening, colon, I see what he did there, Wolfie and all in chat, sciatica has given me jip, that's your knuppence for calling me colon, see what I did there, he said, not hanging about long, I'm grumpy and grumpy has given birth, have a great string, I'm sorry to hear that, Hugh, but in a nice way.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Big hugs, mate. Keep your chin up, fella, because we need you firing on all cylinders to keep us all in order, mate, so... Yeah. Props to you, mate. My advice to you, start drinking single malt heavily for the next 7 days, mate.
Intravenous.
Absolutely, mate. Just turn the bottle upside down with a tube on it and just have one of those whiskey hats, mate. That's what you need.
A whiskey hat.
No, that's me saying, oh, sorry to hear it, mate. Stay safe. Well, he says, I'll be okay, have a good one. Yeah, and you, mate. Sorry to hear you're not feeling great.
Take care, buddy.
Harry's in. He says, I know how it feels. I'm going through the same myself just now, doped up on painkillers. Yeah, I had some work done on me back again recently, but I got going for another lot at some point, and I'm like, not this year. So, yeah, I'm digging my heels in at the moment. You Golden says Harry's got a twin. Oh, yeah.
What, Harry?
Happy days. Wolf Richie's in, says I. Oh, hello, mate. How you doing? Lovely to see you. He says he only got 4 hours kit last night, longest in 5 weeks. He says, feckin' nightmare. Sorry to hear that, mate. This is where the whiskey's going to come in, mate, because you'll just be in a whiskey stupor, mate. In a world
covers a multitude of sins.
Of hewness. I would say tiptoeing through the tulips, but it's him going up Socky Hall Street armed with 2 spiked baseball bats going, you want some of me, you bastards.
Hey, you swine that you are.
Yeah, go away and boy your head. Poor Scottish accent there. Natasha's in, says, hi, Festa Foxx and chat. Hello, Natasha. How you doing, love? Max is in, says, hi, Carl Fox, everyone in chat. Just finished work, cannot sleep, so I thought I'd pop in. Hello, Max. Big hugs to you, mate. Love to Carol, and hugs, and a big hugs, and a big manly thumbs up to the Larry, the man, the main
Larry.
man. So, yes. Hugh says, Uni Hughes, let's see if the Friday Frolic can cheer us up for an hour. We'll try our best, mate. We'll try our best. I'm bound to mess something up, mate. So there you go.
You might do an accidental swear, and that always cheers me up. So.
Oh, yeah, I've done a few of them already, mate. Natasha's saying hello to you.
Hello, Natasha.
No, you with H,
Oh,
not you, you
I do
lank.
that every time, don't I?
You spong, I tell you. See what I mean, you?
You and your London H.
Do you like that?
Do you like that?
Natasha's left me on the big screen in the living room for Miss Minnie. She likes listening to Festa. Happy days. Tweety tweet and all of that lot. Bill says I had a big prick in my hand today. He says an injection in my hand. It was an injection. It's what they all say, Bill. That's what they all say, mate. Yeah. Was that your carpal tunnel playing up, was it?
You stay away from his carpal tunnel.
Happy days, yeah. Was that a nervous tremor in your hand, or was you just pleased to see him?
Yeah.
Natasha says she's a funny girl, but I love her. Stand up straight, backs to the wall. Attention, PJ's in. This is Moulding Batman, Colin, Batgirl Fox, and the usual band of adorable supervillains in the chat. Welcome everyone to the Frolic Verse, and he's doing a white glove piece out. Hello, PJ, mate. I hope you're doing all right, geez. Bill says, ouch to Hugh. Harry's giving the proverbial thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yes, thumbs up, folks, if you can. Really helps us out. If you can, if you're on a mobile device, hype the video at the end. It just gives hype points, and that's a thing now. I don't know what it does, but it's a thing apparently, and they're encouraging everyone to do it.
It's the best. It's the best way, basically.
Absolutely. James is in saying hello. Hello,
Hey,
James. Love to you, Shania and Alicia. Hope you're all keeping well in the Chapman household. Also, love to Mummy Chapman, because mustn't forget Mum, even though you do, James.
Yeah.
Retro
Terrible
Rabbit is in saying hello. He says, great googly moogly. It's these two kids again. Yeah, honestly.
Great googly moogly.
Just when you thought you'd got your Friday sanity back, we come back on air and kill it for you. So, really sorry about that. Not.
We don't. We have no regrets.
PJ saying hello to Max. You says, we didn't go back in the day, he says, and didn't get caught to boot. Absolutely, mate. Jeff Light is in, says hello, Cole Fox, everybody. Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Love to you and Maggie, mate. Big hugs to Maggie. I hope you're both keeping well. Max and that saying hello to James. Everyone's saying hello to each other there. James has been a member for 63 months. Thank you very much for your continued support, Mr. Chapman. Retro says whiskey chups. Yeah.
Chups.
Oh, mate. Single malt whiskey burp. Oh.
Ooh. See, I can't drink spirits anymore, but for a little while, I used to really like whiskey.
Yeah. Back in the day, my missus used to get me a Macallan, I think it was. Bottle of that every now and then. It's like, yeah.
We used to have a tradition. Go to the pub and drink beers, but the last drink of the night was a flaming Drambuie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my favourite used to be Jack Daniels with Sambuca Chasers. There's many a night that a mate would turn up and go match you, and H used to say to them, you won't. But, yeah, and it used to be fun watching them just go, yeah.
That's the thing with whiskey. You either get soft and squishy and fluffy, or you just become a giant spike.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I'd get the belly laugh.
Yeah.
You just get a little belly laugh going, and that's it. And it would just be something really trivial, just gives you a belly. I was just that little giggling person in the corner.
You'd be tripping on the whiskey.
Yeah. Mega Whiskey sounds about right. He says, don't do soggy bedding, no. Bless you. Everyone saying hello to each other there. Natasha says, Fox needs hearing aids. Yeah, he does.
What?
He does.
Hey?
Don't know. Apparently you need hearing aids. Bobbins is in, saying howdy chaps. Hello, Bobbins. How you doing,
Bobbs.
mate? You Gordon's saying hello to Bobbins. Ron is in. The king of the figure painting world is in.
Hey, Ron.
Says, hi, Colin Fox, all in chat. Hello, Ron. How you doing? Retro says, girlfriend's at her place with a cold. My entire main floor of the house is set up for a 2-day estate auction this weekend. Get in, my son. PJ says, hi there, Ron. Ron's put in a £10 super chat, folks. Ooh. Thank you very, very kindly, Ron. That is very nice.
He's a lovely fella.
PJ saying hi to Rabbit. So there you go, mate. So I'm going to ask the question. How's you? And how's my mum?
For some reason, when you said, I'm going to ask the question, I just had a vision of Laurence Olivier saying, is it safe? Is it safe? I don't know why.
Absolutely. But thanks for your generosity there, Ron. It means a lot, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Yeah, all good. Everybody's fine. Mum always gone to sleep as she does on a Friday because I shuffle her off to bed early because it's Festa time. I say, what day is it? She goes, Friday, Festa midnight. There you go. Good girl.
Happy days.
She gets an early finish on Friday. I'm fine. Tonight I will be doing some more Gunpla. I am working on my Kshatriya.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm not doing a full-on paint job. I'm just basically building it out of the box, but I'm painting a little bit of, the odd detail here and there.
Yeah.
So it's not a full. I'm not going into the full paint job or anything like that.
Well, he's still on the shelf over there waiting for me to do the other 3 wings on it, so...
Yeah, your Kshatriya is going to be just fun.
It's got Tony Fairclough's big box of cogs going in it. We've talked about this before we came on air. Tony, when I started doing the Kshatriya, I did a video saying, I plan on doing A, B, C and D. And he messaged me, said, I've got a few cogs I'll send you. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice, mate. This box turned up. There's about 1 kilo of cogs in it. Tony doesn't do things by halves, bless him.
No, Tony does not do anything by halves.
But yeah, I was eternally grateful. So yes, so it's cool.
The one thing I'm not doing on this though is, if you know your Gunpla, you'll know this, Festa, but it comes with its faction is sleeves, and it comes with these stickers for like the cuffs of the sleeves and the chest because it's got black and white piping.
Yeah,
and they're garbage. So I'm actually manually painting it. It's got raised detail, so I'm just manually painting.
Yeah, it looks much better when you paint them, mate, doesn't it?
Because I did this on the Gyara Zulu, and they came out all right, but on this one, the chest, it's just...
Yeah, my stickers stayed in the box, mate, because I knew I wouldn't be painting it as per the box art, so, yeah.
I've got to say, though, it's kind of smaller than considering it's known to be a big HG. So far, it's not that big.
Yeah, I was quite surprised, to be quite honest with you. You always can tell you're slightly disappointed in the size of a Gundam when you spend 10 minutes looking for the piece that's got the head on it.
Yeah, because it's just known as being a big HG, and it's like...
Yeah, because the box art has it as a jazz and flamboyant...
Yeah. Mind you, I've not got the binders sorted out yet, so with them on it might look a lot different, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. How are you, and what are you doing tonight, my friend?
Mate. I'm all right. I've had an oddball week, but it's, So, I am. I was going to start doing the other Marquez bike, but Natasha bought me that as a gift, and I'm filming that build from start to finish as a step-by-step buildy. So being that the Jack Miller one's the same bike, I thought, well, if I do a bit of work on that on the stream, but the Marquez one that Natasha got me, I want to do a start to finish filmy because it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Yeah. So I still got my Busa. I started my Suzuki Hayabusa GSX 1300. So I've got that on the bench in all its component bits, and I'm just doing a bit more desabing because...
Very piratical. Revo Dave says, hello, Festa and Fox. Hello, Revo Dave.
Hello, Revo, mate. How you doing, fella? Lovely to see you.
Yes.
Retro says, 1 kilo of cogs. Think of all the things you could maybe... Yeah, shrugs, mate. Yeah, honestly, it's a wonderful collection of them, I must admit. And there are other builds that I'm thinking, actually, just as detritus in the background in a scrapyard or something, rust them up or whatever. Yeah. There's always something you can do with them. But I did giggle. It's like,
Yeah, the thing is, it's like if you watch Studson Studio stuff, he scratch build stuff, and he's just got like boxes of cogs and spring, and they're just so useful for all kinds of stuff.
Well, the thing, especially if I want to do a mechanism of an opening door or whatever, I could just use the cogs and a wee motor, can't I? So
yeah, and away you go.
Tony did it to you with springs.
Yes, Tony, we were just saying before, Tony sent me a box of springs because I think I was looking for some springs when I was doing my Big Eagle Transporter.
Yeah.
I needed 4 springs, so he sent me a takeaway box.
Oh, that was for the feet, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, British plastic takeaway tub full of springs of all different sizes, from tiny ones to ones that big. But as springs are wont to do, they'd all merged into one giant racking block of spring. So like Festa was saying to me, he was like saying, yeah, you had to spend days picking them all apart. I'm like, yeah. And I didn't even use them in the end. But I knocked the box over at one point, and I'm still finding springs on the floor to this day every now and then.
We all remember Tony infamously saying, the thing to remember about handling springs is to handle them with care. Ching. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right, what's sprue G? Is that green?
Good old Tony.
Yes.
If you could let me know as well about Fox's audio level tonight, because I've tried to apply a gain filter on my end.
Yes.
To try to boost his audio a bit, because he's still bleating like a pussy about his audio being lower than mine, and you know.
No,
but
I just want your streams to be good.
Yeah, no, he wants to sound the same. Let's be honest. So if you could just let me know whether or not he's sounding a bit better than he normally does, because that's all I can do this end is just keep putting a gain filter on. But
yeah, I mean, I reinstalled my drivers this weekend just on the off chance.
He did say, "Oh, turn your audio down," but I know what'll happen. The minute I do a gaming stream, no one's going to be able to hear me, and I'm not. Yeah, keep messing with me settings like that.
No.
So, but you can put multiple gain filters on your end. You do know that you can have more than one gain filter.
Yeah, but I'm not using OBS, so I'm just going straight through. What do you call it?
So you're not applying any filters in G-Hub even, then, no?
Oh yeah, in G-Hub, yeah. I'm just using G-Hub. I only use filters in OBS when I'm streaming solo.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Right. G10.
Jeff says it's, you're loud and clear. There you go.
Nice.
So I can shut up busting my ear holes now. You dun, 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 dun.
You love it, really.
Yeah.
Right, where are we? G10 and 11. All that hunting for 2
So what you got planned for the weekend, folks? I'm sure there's a belly and bench. Scroll up, Cole, because I missed it. Bill, bless you. Put in belly. Oh, look at this one, mate. Belly, sausages and mash. Oh, bench now until tomorrow, and I decide what to do. Bevy is tea, baboon, Reese von Spive, a Birkingham. There you go.
Ooh. Now, the important question, mustard in the mash. I hope so.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a big dollop of English mustard in the mash, mate.
You've got to have butter, or near appropriate, as whatever your equivalent is, and a big dod of mustard.
So I've got to upset PJ now. Possibly everyone, actually, because during the week, I did one of my Festa mixes, tins of things he shouldn't mix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was
I had things and sausages mixed with mushy peas.
Oh, I am not worthy. I am not worthy. You're just a god, you know that, don't you?
On the following night, I had the pot noodle with the biggest dollop of Marmite in it you could imagine. I felt no shame at all, folks. Yeah.
I don't think that would work on a green one, though.
Yeah,
I would
Bill
try
says, if we could hear Fox, is that good or bad? No, it's just as long as we're coming out of the boom box with a similar level as can be similar.
Yeah.
Because, he was his audio was very, very low.
Yes, and I want Festa's content to be the best it can be.
That's a good way of wording it.
It's true.
That's a good way of saying, I don't sound as good as you. It's so unfair.
No, I don't sound as good as you just by the fact that your voice is much better than mine anyway. So
no, it's not. No,
I
it's
love your
not.
music. It's great. I love your voice. I wish I could do I wish I could do quiet gravelly, but I can't. Because it's great for voiceovers.
The people often reach out, Spiddy and Jeff and that, it's all soothing voice, ASMR, it's just like...
Yeah. Because all the best actors have deep, gravelly voices, and mine's just...
Retro says, mashed taters need to be mostly 60% butter and 15% garlic. Oh, nice.
Oh, garlic, yeah.
Oh, like the sound of that.
Mm.
I mean, here you go, English mustard. jar or powder? I know my
Jar.
preference.
I've never had powder, so I can't say. We've only ever had jar. It's obviously, what would you call it? It's mustard.
Coleman's English mustard.
Yeah, Coleman's. Yeah, obviously Coleman's, but we've never had powder.
Yeah. I was like, there's a powder, you mix it up and you can have it as a proper gum roller, as I call it. It's like
A gum roller.
if your teeth ain't flapping like that. Yeah, this way your top lip rolls up to the top of your gum and you look like you got a set of turkey teeth, you know?
Oh, yeah, turkey teeth.
Yeah, you know what turkey teeth
I
are,
know
don't
exactly
you? Yeah.
Yes.
For anyone else that don't know what turkey teeth are, it's when people of a certain class go and have their veneers done in Turkey on the cheap, and they end up with these big, extra long, overly white teeth, and it's this big grill of whiteness, and it's like someone stabbed them in the backside with a pin, you know, and they're screeching. It's like, turkey teeth.
Every time they smile, you have to get a manga sound effect on your phone. You go,
yeah. A turkey teeth and a turkey face, because they've all got eyebrows like a Romulan, isn't they? When they come back, because their eyebrows are like Spock. Yeah.
Now here's a question. I'm talking about
Spock
eyebrows
was Vulcan,
faces.
but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. What is this thing with people doing duck face in photographs?
I don't know. I've never understood it, mate.
Not just women.
No, blokes are doing it and all.
Yeah, men doing selfies on the phone. They go, and it's like all sucking in the cheeks, and it's like, you look like a complete spong.
Yeah.
Can you not just like look normal to the camera? That'd be great.
How uncomfortable do you feel when you do a selfie? I did one of me pressing the buttons on H's new bench cooker, didn't I?
Mm.
One, I felt guilty or awkward because I knew it was an admission of guilt and there was evidence. Yeah. But it just don't feel right, does it?
It's like, I have no problem like being on camera.
Yeah.
Like, I've done stuff from, on videos where I've been on camera before, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But when it's a selfie or it's just a close-up of my face, I don't like that.
Would you do a selfie in public? I know I wouldn't.
No, because I'm not an influencer. YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I would just feel people would be going, who's that twat over there doing a selfie? You know?
I have real eyebrows, so I can't do selfies like that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. What's with these painted on eyebrows all of a sudden? Ooh.
Why do women shave off their eyebrows only to draw back on again?
With a Sharpie.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I know.
I mean, obviously I'm missing the plot here, but it's just like, I don't get that.
No, and it's every time you read a story on the BBC News about such and such a bloke jailed for such and such a reason.
Yeah.
Like nicking a car or whatever.
Yeah.
They always show his girlfriend who's got like the painted on eyebrows, and it's like...
It's like, why do some women complain about skin blemishes and then draw a beauty spot or a mole? It's like, why?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
I don't understand.
Of course, you're never going to ask them because, like, you don't ask questions, do you? You just go, yes, dear.
No.
But,
so, yeah. I mean, this must be a thing for the youths, I think.
Yeah, it used to fascinate me in clubs and that, because obviously you'd see all sorts come past you on the doors, and you'd sit there and you think, my God, who surely, we've all got wives and husbands and whatever.
We all know at least one woman.
If your missus walked up to you and said, how do I look? And she looked like Katie Price with the Romulan eyebrows and the big turkey teeth and that, and the inflated half rubber dinghy lip, she'd be saying, love, you look like you've gone down with some kind of virus, See,
you'd say and something,
lie, wouldn't you?
I'd try and lie, but the fact I'm sat there going, pull up.
I've got A-level guilt. I wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I mean?
No.
But it just, I used to stand there and think, what made them look in the mirror and think, yeah, I look $1 million tonight.
See, I've got the perfect solution, which is just stay single.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, blokes are just as guilty, we've all done it, I went through the Don Johnson stage back in the 80s with the beside stub, all the highlights and the espadrilles and the white suits and all of that. So we've all gone out looking a complete and utter pillock in our life at some point. So,
yellow flannel jacket with the sleeves rolled up.
We're just as guilty, blokes are just as guilty. Permed mullets was never a thing, lads. Come on.
No, it was never a thing for me.
Got a guy across the road, still got a mullet.
Oh, dear Lord.
I admire his determination and resilience, and it's permed.
If he was Australian, you'd just be able to just shout, call him a bogan, but
yeah, it's like, wow, that's hardcore dedication to the mullet cause. He's the same age as us.
Oh dear, no.
Yeah, so he's got this little Afro island in the middle of his forehead, you know.
Oh, the thing is, like, unless he actually is like a roadie or a sound engineer in a studio, in the music biz, then it's not really.
No, he works in a car insurance place.
You're not really going to pull it off, then, are you? Like, tell me you're a roadie and you get away with it.
Yeah, we reckon when he goes away, he's one of those with the leopard skin budgie smugglers that walks down the beach with the belly hanging over him. Yeah, we reckon he's one of.
But when he goes away, does he just exclusively go to Germany where mullets are still in fashion?
But it's quite ironic because his other half, she's quite an attractive, ordinary-looking woman, you know. And it's like H often says, "I wouldn't let you walk out like that, love." She said, "I don't get how she does it." I said, "Perhaps she's just worn down."
Perhaps she's just given up.
Yeah. I said, "What would you do?" She said, "I'd wait till you're asleep." She said, "I'd get the clippers out."
She'd just shave you bald.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "I'm dealing with that." She'd slip you one of her special cups of tea and then just...
She said, "Your summer of highlights in the 80s was bad enough."
Yeah.
She said, and I knew that if I kept at you about getting rid of them when don't do it again, because...
Summer of highlights. The little frosted tips.
Yeah.
Did I ever have them? No, my brother had some of them, and he kind of did look like Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I contemplated having them redone for me wedding day, and I was advised against it.
Gently or forcefully advised?
Quite forcefully advised, basically.
Yes, advised in no uncertain terms.
Yeah.
No room with extreme prejudice.
If you ever want to go to that happy place again, do not get them highlights redone. Okay, love.
What, Chelmsford?
Yeah, if you want to consummate our marriage, love.
Yeah.
Okay. See, women have the power, blokes. You know what I mean? They got the power.
Yeah, they got the door pass.
Did I do Jeff's belly and bench? I'll do it again anyway, in case I forgot. He said belly earlier was all cottage pie, peas and carrots, followed by strawberry trifle. Beverage currently rum and coke, currently packed away. He says loads of shelf queens to choose from. Absolutely. That's what I'm doing now. I'm catching up on all of these so that I can carry on my priming binge because, yes, Hugh's off, folks. He's going to attempt some sleep. You take care, Hugh.
Take care, Hugh.
Genuinely, mate, look after yourself, mate, because you've got a lot of friends in here, mate, and we do worry about you, so you keep yourself well, mate.
Yeah.
Retro says, my teeth are straight, my jaw is all crooked, so there's that, he says. He says, also, I had an acquaintance that had eyebrows tattooed on and, well, looked very surprised. Yeah, I mean, what's that all about?
Why... Especially when you get older and your eyebrows change shape and size and suddenly your tattoos don't line up with your actual eyebrows.
Wait till she gets to her 80s, it'd be like one of those art machines. Beep, 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 across their face. Bill says, I think I'm losing my marbles. The surgeon asked how old I was today, and I had to do the maths in my head before I could give him an answer. Yeah, I usually just go, that old. My favourite one is, it's on the first page of me notes. Yeah. Bill, PJ says, on the question of Miami Vice fashion back in the day, I reserve the right not to incriminate myself. I will give you my full get-up here, PJ. Mm-hmm. Imagine this in your minds, folks.
Prepare your minds.
Very early or late teens, early 20s Festa. Mm-hmm. A shoulder-length mullet.
Already starting off on shaky
highlighted. Teabag t-shirt.
Yeah.
With chest hair poking through all the holes because I am a Wookiee.
Oh, yeah.
White suit jacket rolled up to the elbows. Mm-hmm. The big pleated puffy 80s trousers with the leg cuffs.
Yep.
No socks. Espadrilles. And the obligatory cigarette out the corner of the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll
finished
do exactly...
with designer stubble that was my normal hair colour, dark dark. So, yeah, good look.
See, I will be equally honest and do mine, which was not much of a hairstyle. It was just like a short back and sides, but kind of quiffed a little bit with the hairspray.
You had a bouffant, didn't you?
Not quite. No, it wasn't a big sticky up one, but it was that kind of 1980s quiff thing.
Was it a Christopher Walken style pompadour bouffant?
No, it was not quite as bad as that.
See, I knew as soon as I said that name, he would have to do the voice.
You can't not do a Christopher Walken. No, it was just like I can't really think of the hair. It's just spectacular. It was just a normal sort of quiffy type thing. I was only in my late teens at this time, so no dark stubble. Yellow
no excuse,
shirt.
mate. Age is no excuse. You still did it.
Yellow shirt with not long 70s collar, but long 1940s style collar. So nice and pointy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yep.
Robert Vaughn collar.
Yep. I hate to say it, but collar wingtips.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
On little metal collar wingtips. Occasionally I had the sort of the
Did you have to type in?
The
little
when I was at
bar
school.
that you used to wear across the...
Well, only when I went to school, yes, I had to type in. But
Yeah.
I did at every now and then. I did have one of those things where it's like you get the string necklace with the bit the bit where the tie knot would be. It's like a metal bit,
Yeah.
kind of like a Texan type thing. But I didn't really wear that.
Yeah,
very
like a
often. But
bootlace
anyway,
tie, but yeah.
yeah. So it was like yellow shirt, yellow very baggy cotton jacket
Yeah.
with the sleeves rolled up, of course.
Yeah.
And it was that kind of jacket that's more like a loose shirt. So it's not really a jacket. It's just like
yeah. It was like really thin 80s material, no lining or anything. It was just literally, yeah.
Yeah. So that's yellow shirt, yellow jacket. Can you guess what colour the baggy trousers were with turn-ups?
No, you fluorescent green or something.
No, more yellow.
Oh, lovely.
And then I don't know why. And then I don't remember what the shoes were.
So
the
you look like a
trainers.
tube of mustard.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember where that came from. It was like, yellow's the dogs. I like this. I was an idiot. What can I say?
Absolutely.
And then when I grew out of the yellow, I got into like what my dad called bum freezer jackets.
Yeah.
The jackets that stop at the waist.
Yeah. Used to, back in the day in the 80s, you used to get the parachute suits. Do you remember that? Where the jackets used to come down to the knees, double-breasted, of course, because, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, 80s fashion. Oh, my God.
Yeah. 80s fashion when they managed to take a zoot suit and
suits,
make
yeah.
it... Well, they managed to take the idea of a zoot suit and make it bad.
Yeah, you used to
Like
take
the
3
50
steps before the suit moved.
Yeah, and it's like the shoulders so straight you could put your cup of tea on it.
Yeah.
Shoulder pads, but it's like they took the awesome zoot suits from the 50s and made them terrible.
Yeah. Shoulder pads inside shoulder pads.
Yeah, and for some reason, all the suit jackets I had were just this horrible material with a kind of sheen to it. It's just vile stuff you wouldn't wear nowadays.
Happy days.
The 80s. I have no fond memories of the 80s.
Hello, Dolks. Dolkosaurus is inside.
Dolkosaurus.
Hello, mate. How you doing, mate? Wanted to catch William before his message went too far up. Wanted to acknowledge him. So come on, folks, in the chat. Those of you that are a similar age to us, what was your 80s faux pas?
Yeah, what were your fashion faux pas in the 80s?
Because we all had them. We all did it.
And what makes me laugh is, right, late 80s, I was still at secondary school, and it was in vogue at the time to watch Neighbours at that point, because it was something new and unusual, and, we all used to watch Neighbours. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Anyway, but we used to make fun of the fashion in Neighbours being, so out of date, and yet we're sitting there in our really stupid 1980s outfits. It's like, we had no shame.
Yeah, but John, my mate who lives in Australia, said it's ironic. I've lived in Australia for 20 years. He said, and fashions I remember leaving behind were just coming in.
Yeah.
It's like,
exactly.
yeah.
That was always the ongoing joke, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like going back in time. That's the hardest thing he found about emigrating to Australia was leaving behind our music scene.
Yeah.
Because it was, pretty much non-existent down under, Yeah. You had obviously bands like AC/DC and that, but where we had such a wide musical genre.
Oh, yeah.
In the UK at the time, you know, you had your mods, your punks, your rockers, your new romantics, all of that gubbins going on. You didn't have them differences necessarily down there at the time. Well, he certainly hadn't come across them, put it that way.
Yeah.
So it took him a while to acclimatise to that, and that was the thing he missed the most was, you know, that music scene, that vibe that was around in the early 80s of new tastes, new genres coming in, and, you know, synths were a big thing, and prog rock, and that was still a thing, and
all that whilst everything is trying to kill him.
Yeah, you know, and he did find it really quite difficult to settle out there. He did contemplate coming back at one point.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Excuse you. I pardon you.
Thank you. Carl Scout Modeling's in, says all evening, all shell suit and ponies. Yeah, shell suits. Oh, that was a weird look, wasn't it?
Never worn a shell suit.
No, I can remember there were several people used to walk around wearing shell suits with brogues. Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, that seems a bit... Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's an interesting look. Yeah, normally it was, you know, very older blokes, and it's like, yeah, what made you think that shell suits, shoes, and a string vest is a good look?
Yes, I haven't worn a tracksuit since I was like 6 in the 1970s.
Doing Spokes Day at school, you know, that's when you wore a tracksuit, wasn't it?
Well, we had in this house, I had the classic sort of blue with the white stripe down the arms and legs, but that not branded. It's the 1970s equivalent, you know.
Yeah, you either had a red one or a blue one, didn't you?
Yeah, and I was actually quite amazed to see. Only a few years ago, I looked into an old how to make models book from the 1970s.
Right.
Yeah, and there was a picture. There was a picture of obviously some child making an aircraft, and it was an airfix kit, and they were painting it with enamel paints with a brush because it was apparently the Dark Ages. And of course, the sleeve was that tracksuit with the elasticy bit on the end and the white stripe on the elastic. I'm like, oh, it's exact. Everybody had the same tracksuit in the 70s.
Yeah. Ida Michelle as well, if she's still about. But yeah.
Carl Scares. P.S. Don't tell anyone. Retro Rabbit James says, I just looked up a shell suit. Pretty sure we had the jacket part, not so much the pants here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ended up with an association over here to like what we'd call scallies.
Yeah.
Like less desirable types, perhaps. They were always associated with, like, if you wore a shell suit, you probably came from a council estate and claimed benefits.
Just think of the character Ali G. You'll know exactly what we mean.
Yeah.
Or
all the characters from, say, Bread.
Yeah, normally it was white guys trying to be gangster. And it really didn't work, did it? Because it was like, people used to pretty much mock them at every opportunity.
Yeah, or anyone from Liverpool in the early 80s.
If you're from Liverpool, apologies. Yeah. Because, don't want everyone hating on me. It's not far from where you are, actually, is it?
What, Liverpool? Don't know how far it is. Up a little bit.
You're at a
we share the same river. River Mersey flows through here, although much smaller here.
Yeah. Nearer to you than it is to me.
Aye, I've been to Liverpool a few times. It's really nice. I like
been up there, yeah. My missus loves it up there.
Yeah, it's great, Liverpool. It's such a fantastic place.
Yeah. People are so nice. They really are.
Oh, yeah.
My missus just loves the Scouse accent. Don't know why. It's just her thing. She just loves the Scouse accent. Yeah.
I actually prefer Liverpool city centre to Manchester city centre.
Yeah.
I just find Manchester kind of boring. But then again, I live here, so maybe that's probably why.
Yeah, it's nice up there.
Is this going? That's the wrong way that's going. Okay.
People were so welcoming.
Mm-hmm. It's a very friendly place.
Oh, you got to go and see the cavern, haven't you? Because why not?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And the Liver building.
Yeah, the hotel we was in wasn't that far up from the Liver building. Basically opposite the Liver building and where the Beatles statue is, you got like an alleyway off the main thoroughfare, and you just go up and around, and there's like a street with some chippies and that in it, and there's a hotel there we stayed at.
You're an alleyway.
Ever so nice. People were so welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, speaking like I speak, it was that Helen desperately wanted the people to speak Scouse to me, but they wanted me to speak my lingo to them, so it was muchly entertainment.
There's always a friendly rivalry between us, Manx, and people from Liverpool.
Yeah.
We always mock each other. It's just the natural order of things.
Absolutely.
It's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no malice in it. It's just healthy.
Yeah, it's kind of New York and New Jersey, isn't it, kind of thing, I think?
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to say which one's New York and which one's New Jersey. We'll leave that to other people to establish.
Perfect.
Jeff says, yeah, but no, but yeah, but...
yeah, but no, but...
jeans and T-shirt is my everyday, says James. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if it's just that I've got old, but I'm kind of doing shorts most of the time now.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have worn shorts before, but I got to a certain age where it's like, I can't really wear jeans anymore. I'm not comfortable. I still just get a pair of cargo shorts, and I'm more than happy. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why.
The
Maybe
only
I'm just
time
getting
I
old.
wear trousers is when I go out.
Yeah.
Which is very rarely.
Yeah. Maybe I'm getting old and going through the change or something and get me hot flushes. I don't know. Menopause.
Of course, they've got to be 3/4 length shorts because we're men of a certain age.
Oh God, yeah, they're like
Yeah,
knee or
you can't wear anything less than knee length shorts.
Yeah, that's why you play it safe and just go for cargo shorts, because then it's like heavy canvas, lots of
the ones with the cords around the bottom where you can just pull them tight in case you get a bit of movement.
All the pockets and pull strings at the top.
Yeah.
Thing is, I'm so bad that like I had a couple of pairs of cargo shorts from Easy, Easy the jean company.
Yeah, I know them, yeah.
And they were so comfortable that I wore them, and I had them for about 6 or 7 years. But it got to the point where like I couldn't even do them up at the top because I was bigger, I was fatter than I was when I got them.
Yeah.
But I just put the belt on and just still wore them because they were that comfy. I just didn't want to. So I was walking around with basically undone trousers, but the belt counting depending on the belt for many years. I finally buckled and bought some more this year.
Crafting crafting corner, all big permed hair, bright coloured silk shirt with a waistcoat and wide leg trousers, and I did own a lilac shell suit. I admire your honesty.
Yeah, that's a confession, that.
Warfare Richard, well, nothing but denim and leather my whole life. I'm 58, same age as me, never done trendy. Yeah, I tried it for a bit in the 80s to try to be a bit more normal because I'm a metalhead, basically. And I went one summer of trying to conform to the majority, and it just didn't work for me. So if Helen says to me, right, we need to get you some new jeans and T-shirts, I'll just go, black jeans, black T-shirts, whatever.
Yep.
Couple of your favourite bands on them or whatever, I'm happy.
It's just the least offensive way, isn't it? That's the thing with us blokes. We get to a certain age where we're not bothered about trends anymore, if we ever were. I never was. And I never
I tried it once and it didn't sit right. You know what I mean? And that was it.
We're lucky in that when we get to that age, we can just do jeans and t-shirt and nobody cares.
H often refers to it as my summer of shame.
Yeah.
She does admit that she did try to encourage me to get away from the metalhead look, but it didn't work because I had a face like a smacked arse all summer. You know, because it's like wearing a no mum t-shirt to school or whatever, and it's like no mum, don't make me wear.
It's like wearing your half-mast trousers at school.
Yeah, you know.
I forgot to buy you new ones.
Thanks for the shiny ankle swinging trousers there, Mum. I'm going to get bullied this term mercilessly.
Yeah,
and it was like that, and I that's the one time I sort of conceded, and it's like, yeah, I'll just leave you to your all in black. She says it works for you. Because us blokes, we can do that grumpy face really well. Bit like when your missus says, I know, I'll take you into town with me Saturday because I've got a little bit of shopping to do. We'll get you some new jeans and some t-shirts. You know you're going to be stood outside multiple shops with the same stuff in them for hours while she tries on everything in the shop, then goes back to the first shop she went to and buys the first item she tried on.
I was about to say, that never failed to get me. It's always the going back to the first shop from 4 hours before to buy the first dress she saw.
Now, if you've ever walked along your local high street and you see all the boutiques and all of that gubbins, you'll always see blokes stood outside leaning with a face like a slapped baboon's backside. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean about the blokey look, folks. We've all done it. We've all been there. I'm lucky now because I'm housebound, so I get away with it. But Cal stupidly said to her once, I'll come down with you.
Yeah. The funniest thing though is when you walk into a clothes store, and it's all the blokes queuing up outside the ladies' changing room, trying not because that's where all the underwear is on the shelves.
Yeah.
Because it's always the lingerie section is right next to where, so they're all stood there waiting for the missus to come out. Yet they've got nowhere to look.
Yeah, they're all looking everywhere else apart from the lingerie hangers because they don't want anyone to think that they want to, have a little dressy upsy poos or something. You know what I mean?
But then again, if you watch them carefully, you do see them getting the occasional glance just because they look at it and think, and they're having like rude thoughts about their missus, and it's like,
especially if it's some young sort that goes up and starts having a rummage and chooses something, you can know all the blokes there are going, oh, she's going to look good in that. But they're furtively looking like... Do you remember Eagle-Eyed Action Men with the eagle eyes?
Yep.
They're doing
Eagle
that.
Eye and the Ninja Grip.
Just in case the missus has suddenly appeared next to them.
Oh, yeah. You learn ways to look at things without making it obvious that you're looking at them.
And all blokes do this. I know I wasn't looking at her, I'm honest. Looking at who? All right. Oh, so you was you? Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's your Catholic level guilt coming out, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Rachel goes, was you staring at her? Yeah, love. You're never not gonna admit it because lie to them and they find out. It's 10 times worse, folks.
Well, apart from that, in that case, never lie because they might find out, or in your case, never lie because H will find out.
Oh yeah, I've got A-level guilt.
Because H knows your mind more than you know your mind.
And I talk in my sleep.
Oh,
so I couldn't have secrets like that because my boys have always been fascinated, and Cal does it. Cal has quite open, lucid conversations in his sleep. So all the shenanigans of pushing buttons on white appliance, I would be spilling them beans, and she would just be there cataloguing it all down, folks. So
you've got no escape from that.
I've got no escape, mate. Yeah.
For your Tom is over your das is.
Oh yeah, when she went that time with Lex up the cricket up your neck of the woods, it was.
Oh yeah, to Old Trafford.
Yeah, and she would message me every day. Hopefully, is my kitchen in one piece? So I'd send her a picture. It's fine, and I go. Well, I did touch the buttons on this, and this because I thought if I admit it now.
Yeah,
it's not going to be as bad when she gets... I couldn't not admit it. That night when I sent you them pictures of the video of me touching the buttons, What you been up to? I stupidly sent Fox a video of me touching your dishwasher buttons. Oh, you did you? Yeah.
I was hoping it would go blackmail material, but there's no point because he told her about it straight away. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's impossible to blackmail Festa.
Absolutely. I was eyeballing the new, she's got one of these bench cooker things. I think I sent you the picture. And I was, and I've opened the door and immediately closed it because I thought, anything more than that, and
See, the funny thing is, right, he sent me this picture of this little, like, it's like, it's the unit top oven, basically.
Apparently it's really good.
Yeah, and it's just like a little oven on unit top. And he sent me the picture with no explanation. And it says something that the first thing I thought was, bless, H has bought one that he can play with himself so he doesn't go near hers.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought, is like, H has got him his own little oven to play with.
She originally thought that would be a good idea as the concept. Yeah. And then she read the manual. Now, I've never seen instruction manuals for any of the white appliances. They're hid somewhere.
Mm.
But in the 32 years we've lived in this house, I've never found the location yet.
Yeah.
Probably a secret wall somewhere in the house that she's got some kind of biometric thing set up on.
Your husband's a problem when you need a safe space for white goods.
But I Googled it trying to find a downloadable manual, and it's like, but if I get caught with it, that's how I have to be. It's like, because if I download it, I'm going to admit that I've done that.
But the thing is, you are torn because half of you is thinking of consequences if you get found out.
Yeah, but I need to know as well. I need to have a go, don't I?
Well, and that's the thing. The other half of you is the half that's saying, press the button, press the button, press the button, press the button.
It's like when she said to me, my Dyson doesn't seem to be as good as it was. It don't seem to be... The suction doesn't seem as good as it. So my solution was dismantle it right back to its component parts, even desoldering the wires off the motor. And when she come in and saw it, I was like, You did say, but I didn't actually think that you would dismantle. And I can remember taking the picture and I put it in your boom up, didn't I? And in the Zoom, it's like, I just got busted. H has just seen her Hoover. But it works a treat, doesn't it? Because it's all back together.
The funny thing is, knowing the way your mind works, up until that point, the moment she said it's not quite working, your brain switched off everything and went into repair and investigate mode. With no thought of consequence. The moment she said, what are you doing? Your brain went, oh, crap.
Oh, yeah.
And then you started thinking, I really hope I can fix this because I'm in a lot of trouble if I can.
Dude, honestly, it was like doing a technical test on the Krypton factor, mate. It was like... Was it like
UXB all over again?
Yeah, the brow sweat, mate. It was like,
Cut the red wire.
But I could hear the countdown music, Yeah. I'm quite lucky like that, though, where if something does stop working, I can normally take it all apart and resolve the fault. So I'm quite lucky like that. I did it with the controller you sent me, wasn't it? It was a bit spasmodic in its workingness, and it was like, I'll just take it apart, investigate the problem, and replaced a few bits on it.
Job done. Fix it.
But it's funny because Lex appeared with ease, and he's like, stick drift, Dad. Yeah, no worries, I'll sort that. I said, do you want me to replace it with some TMR sticks for you? That's the new thing. And it's like, yeah, okay. Order them in. I'll sit and do it.
Yep, get them done. Bill says, I can't remember if I put clean underwear on today, let alone what I wore 40 years ago. James says, that's it, ordering McDonald's. I thought 2 PB&J Sammys would be good enough. There's very little food in the house at the moment. I got chased out of the lingerie section by the Clark ones while waiting for the then wife to try stuff on.
Yeah, you always get that stern woman looking at you, don't you?
Oh God, yeah.
You're like, you really don't want a bloke to be in this area. And it's like, and I normally I was going, the wife is actually in the changing room, if you don't mind, because they stare at you in such a demeaning, disrespectful way. And
like you're a perv.
Yeah, and sooner or later, us blokes, we're like, no, I've had enough now. So I normally just say, the wife is in there. Or I'll just say to H, do us a solid. go and point out to her that it's rude to stare at me like the piece of SHIT on her shoe. I'm getting fed up with it. And I'll just leave H to go over there and just,
sort her out.
Yeah.
Max Fury Painting says, right, I'm off now to bed, guys. Thanks for the company. See you on the next one. Take care.
Not
mate.
a problem, mate. And don't forget, Max, love to Carol and Larry for me, mate, and we will all catch up soon. I'm down your way soon, mate. So we must have a look at time off and things, see if we can meet up.
We must improve that bust. No, wait, that's not the right thing.
Yeah.
James Retro Rabbit says, I'm going to have to specify which James is it, which aren't I, because I'm going to get them confused. Rabbit says, Bella being delivered, Big Mac, quarter pounder BLT, 6-piece free nuggos, deal root beer and chips.
Yeah,
now, here's the question, James. Have you had the big arch there yet? And what do you think of it? Because it makes me laugh. I like the fact that we got the big arch here in the UK like a year before the Americans did.
Yeah.
And it's like, but McDonald's is American. And I have to say, I really like the big arch. Although it does remind me of what the Big Mac used to be like back in the day.
Yeah, basically it's a modern, it's basically just a Big Mac. It's like a Mars bar that's king size. To us, it's a normal Mars bar that we had when we was kids.
Yeah. But it's got a slightly different tasting burger patty as well, which is quite nice. A bit Aberdeen Angusy. The one thing I don't like, or I do like it, but I can't eat it, is the Philly stack. It's really nice, but the cheese smells like feet. So if you get a little bit of cheese on your finger and you're like, oh, it's like
I can honestly say my career as a foot smeller hasn't obviously been as in-depth as yours.
Well, you know, we've all had occasion to unfortunately smell feet at some point in our lives.
I can remember one particular hot summer, and I had left my motorcycle boots in the wardrobe.
Oh.
So, yeah, and I hadn't taken the liners out to air dry them. Oh, dude. Yeah. It was decomposing flesh rot. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like back in the days of the one-piece levers. You used to, after a particularly long ride, or, you know, if you was on a tour, you always made a point of aerating your levers out, you know, for a good period of time, because if you put them away in a secluded place, the next time you got them out, they could walk to you on their own, you know.
Yeah. But you want your leathers to creak, but not that much.
Yeah, it's like, Retro says, the big arch was a limited promo, but yes, I've had one here and in the UK, in the Grand Watsits in Paris. Yes.
Yeah, the big arch just keeps going back over here, though. It's like you have it for 6 months and it goes away for a month and then comes back. I'm just surprised they've got the big arch and their Philly cheese stack at the minute.
Absolutely. He also says it's always an old battle axe lady in the department store lingerie section. I much prefer the people at Victoria's Secret. No judgment from them at all. It's like Ann Summers. The people in there used to be brilliant. You'd go in and go, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, no worries, we can look after you, mate. There you go. Oh, yeah, you know, one of them, innit?
Can't say I hang around Ann Summers, but...
We're blokes that, well, yeah, it's not in a perfect way, Fox.
I know.
Used to, back in the day, we're men of a certain age where when we came to that point where we became active, nubile young males, you used to have to go to the chemist to buy a pack of 3 or the pub to get some out of the machine, because buying condoms back then was still quite an embarrassing thing, wasn't it? Because HIV was just coming in and buying condoms was becoming trendy. But people of our age, we either had to suffer the pub Durex machine, which had the loudest mechanism in the world, and you'd walk in the pub and everyone go, "Way!"
Well, the thing with
you'd
with
go
that,
in the chemist, and it would be the sternest ex-school matron you could imagine, and you'd leave the chemist with a packet of sellotape, a Pritt stick, and you know, I don't
lozenges.
know, lozenges, bag of tunes or whatever, you know. Go on, you can get your word in. I was determined to finish my sentence that time.
Yeah, the funny thing is, it's like with the condom machine in the pubs, if you were lucky, It was round a dark corner next to the cigarette machine, which was also noisy.
It was in the gents.
Yeah, but but if you're unlucky, it was in the gents, in the very echoey and gents. And you had to hope that you went to the gents and there was no one else there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in my regular local pub, the gents was right next to the bar.
Oh, yeah. Everyone could hear it.
Yep.
The barman would always go, yeah, know where you're going, mate. Where's that then? Then you try not to blush. So, yeah. I'm amazed we made it out of the 80s alive, any of us lot. It was quite traumatic, really, when you think about it, but suddenly it then became trendy, and it was like a badge of honour.
I can't speak for myself, but I'm amazed that everybody I know who is just like me actually managed to breed. Thankfully, that's something I've not foisted upon the world.
We went from hiding Durex in the inside pocket of our jacket to having one in the window section of your wallet when you went and paid for a beer because it was young and cool and trendy. It was like, yeah. But our times changed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't forget, we're of that generation where where homosexuality was still illegal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's so ironic when you think, how could that be? It's mad.
Stupidness. Although I have to say, getting older makes it no better, because then it just shifts the location of embarrassment from like the pub toilet to like Tesco's checkout.
Yeah.
And you've got like some real kind of like Puritan stood behind you in the queue, or you've got a really grumpy lady on the counter, and you're just like, oh, and it's like, so you have to buy some other stuff as well. And you just hope that that's not the one that goes ping, and they need to get the supervisor to unpack it or something.
Yeah, it'd always be the one where the barcode didn't work. Till number 5, can you tell us the price on? Yeah.
Yeah. Supervisor, till 5, please. Check out on 4.
Oh, yeah.
Always the way. I'm off camera. Where's my camera now? Where's my camera actually located? It's there. I've knocked it. That's why. What's chat doing? I've also been to the world's fanciest McDonald's in Porto, Portugal. It was indeed fancy, but very expensive, says Rabbit.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Love who you love, says Rabbit. Absolutely.
Absolutely, mate. Couldn't agree more with that statement. It's funny, really, when you think about it. I mean, I remember having this conversation with you when I first started live streaming. People thought I was gay, didn't they? Because obviously I call H, and you say, oh yeah, H, blah, blah, blah. But behind me used to be a big, massive poster of Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, people thought H was Harry. Me fella type of thing, and it was quite funny because it came up on conversation on one of the night streams I was on. And I was like, oh, how long you been with your partner, and what does he do for a living? And I'm sitting there thinking, why would they ask me that? And I got the giggles, and I was like, oh, let's clarify something. Not that it isn't, not that it would be a problem, but H is actually Helen, my wife. I now know why you think I'm gay, because I've got a big poster of Tom Hardy behind me, and I went on to explain that this room used to be Helen's utility room, and she used to have a lot of alone time in here, sat on the washing machine watching Tom.
Full spin cycle.
It became a giggly thing, but it didn't quite compute at the time why people would think it, and then it was like,
oh,
and of course Fox being Fox said, I tell you what, I'll send you a picture of a Gundam right there. So that's all right. It's not a problem people thinking that. I've got no issue with it, but I did find it quite funny at the time.
Bless. What else is going off there? Max has gone to bed. That's retro. Oh yeah, you've read that. You had the BLT. Nice. Bacon.
Yeah. Root beer and chips as well.
Oh, I don't like root beer. Oh no. I tried McDonald's root beer once, and all I could taste was germaline.
All right.
It tasted the same as germaline smells, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know the germaline smell. Yeah, I've never had root beer, mate, so I wouldn't know.
I know you might like it. I just thought, oh, it's germaline. Oh, can't drink that.
Ship's sailed now, mate. I'm teetotal now.
Oh, it's not alcoholic.
Oh, ain't it? I don't know. I don't know what root beer is, mate. Never had it.
It's I can't remember what it's made from.
Roots.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's the same thing as sarsaparilla. If that's the same as root beer, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say I know.
No.
That has to be one of the easiest seam line fills I've ever done on a Bandai kit. On the upper arm there, that was 2 halves.
Oh, yeah.
With the seam line right down the middle. I did it, 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, I know you did. Been watching.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, these scrapers really make it easy, don't they?
They do. They just make life so much easier.
Must admit they are good.
It's not perfect, but once it's got a matte varnish on it,
yeah,
it'll get rid of any shininess difference. And I've got a whole mess of decals to put on this.
Yeah.
You don't get decals with it. But,
yeah, once you key it for a paint, it'll be fine.
Well, I'm not painting it, but that's the only tricky thing with not painting Gunpla is, you see, if you're hiding seam lines, it's more tricky to hide them because you're not covering them up with anything. But it'll get matte varnish on it, and I'll cover up any little errors with the decals because weasel skills.
Because you can.
Yep, because that's how you do it. King of the Weasels. At your service.
Nothing wrong with being king of the weasels, mate.
Nope. Well, my weasel skills have served me well. As no doubt of yours, I suspect, occasionally from time to time.
Yeah.
Except never with H, because no amount of weasel skills will get you away with anything with H.
No.
There's no anti-H field. You know, there's no Patriot missile system against H.
No. Ron's off to bed. Thanks for the great stream. See you later, Ron. You take care, mate. And thanks for your super chat, mate. It really does mean a lot, and it'll be put to good use, buddy. Thanking you all.
He's a lovely fella. He's a lovely fella.
He's a lovely fella,
He's a lovely little fella. Just rescribe that little bit of moulding there. Yeah, it's not a perfect. You can still just about see a little hint of it, but
yeah,
it'll do for this, because it's going to get a little tiny bit of weathering on it anyway, and I can always add stripes where I need to cover errors up, so that's fine. Nobody will ever know. It's not like I did it on telly or anything.
Exactly.
But I'm not painting any of these Gunpla I'm doing. These are just for me builds. I'm not doing videos of these or anything. I'm just literally out of box build, paint some details on them. The most I'll do is maybe a little bit of filtering on them just to make them look a little less clean. But other than that, I'm not going to.
Vanilla builds, more or less.
Yeah, just out of box. Still lusting over the new perfect grade. Ooh.
Yeah, the really expensive one that you said, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a saving up job, that.
Oh, you're going to get it now then, are you?
Oh, probably not this year. I will get it one day. But it'll be a proper saving up job.
500 odd quid, isn't it?
Yep, it certainly is. Huge. But it's like, I'd have to leave it many, many months to see if I'd still have the Gunpla itch by that point before I bought it.
Yeah.
I'd hate to buy it now and then be like, yeah, I got bored of Gunpla again after a month.
This is the problem. You're in synth mode at the moment.
Yes.
I said to you before, it's a big hit to pay for something like that if it's just going to sit in the box.
Oh, God, yeah. No. That's why it'd be something I'll put little bits aside, and then, maybe this time next year, if there's still enough aside there and it's not been used, I'll be like, treat myself if I'm still in the mood.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Very nice.
Where to put it? There it is there. Don't need that.
I might get myself
Andy
the master.
Preston's in. He says, hi, everyone. Late to the chat. No problem, Andy, mate. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Lovely to see you. PJ says, cheers, mate. He says, root beer, he said, is a sweet, caffeine-free, carbonated soft drink traditionally brewed from the root bark of the sassafras tree or the sarsaparilla wine. According to Google, you're welcome. Thank you. Very glad, PJ, because I didn't have a Scooby what it was, mate. So cheers for that.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure. It's a big American thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it might be something like sarsaparilla. So I guess it is, but nice. I love that word, sassafras.
Retro Rabbit says PG, high new equals wallet buster and very creative explanation to the missus. Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of those staring at your feet conversations that I often have with H.
Yeah. What he means by saying that is he's going to get one.
She once asked me the question. This is where my little orangutan picture came into its own.
Oh, yeah.
That I often post up in the Zoom group and that, and my own group on Facebook. Because she once turned round, I was sat in the lounge. So if you was to put a ballpark figure on the value of your stash, what would it be? Every bloke's worst nightmare, innit, is when the missus says, so how much have you spent on your stash?
Yeah.
That's where I developed that E-Models build, E-Models build, E-Models build.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's only two ways to take it. It's either how much have you spent on it or how much are you worth if you cark it.
Yes.
So it's like, either way, they're both not good options.
Pretty much 80% of my models have got the letter E written on them just as a self-preservation mode.
Little post-it saying, here, Festa, here is this model from James, signed by James, not Festa. James.
Yeah.
Definitely signed by James.
Yeah.
There you go, there's another one done. Seam line sorted. There's not many seam lines in this. It's quite a good build, actually.
I even once generated an email address just to send myself an email from E-Models. Hey, mate, thought you might be interested in building this kit for us.
Oh, no. You realise you just said that out loud on telly.
Yeah, I just realised, mate. Yeah.
You got halfway through that story and thought,
Yeah.
pull up.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, instant regret, but yeah.
I would have stopped you, but I wouldn't have done.
You know what kit that was?
Go on.
Eagle Transporter.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though she would have been like, hang on, didn't Fox do that one already? No, that was different.
Well, no, she's going to watch it. Not going to watch E-Model stuff, mate.
Yeah, but your luck. It would just be the one thing she just happened to know.
Yeah. I like the way you immediately assume that H sits there binge watching every bit of content you've done. It's so sweet.
No, you guarantee with your luck it's the one thing she knew E-Models did.
Yeah, which does now.
Well, yeah, just now. Don't.
Yeah. It's not the worst one I've done. I can't remember this one. She knows about this one because last time I mentioned it on a live stream, she then grasped me up to Lex. But I can remember before, when we first moved into this place, we didn't have a lot of furniture at the time. So we used to eat in the lounge, and she'd got up to go and get one of the bottles for Cal, because I'd finished my dinner and I was going to be bottle feeding Cal while she was having her dinner. See, that's what you used to do back then. And I got up to get the remote control for the telly, and I knocked over a glass of wine with me foot straight into her dinner. So me being me, I quickly moved the Lex, who was in his little bouncy chair, so his foot was right by where the wine glass would have been, and he was bouncing away, and I quickly, deftly sat myself back down. And she walked in and went, oh no, love, he's just knocked your glass over. And that's all right. She went, don't worry about it, blah, blah. It all ends up in the same place. And I'm sitting there bottle feeding Cal thinking, can't believe that I got away with it.
I can't believe you lied me way through that one.
And we mentioned it on a Frolic or one of our other streams a few years back, and she ambled in the following day from work. She said, I've got a bone to pick with you. So straight away, I'm instantly thinking,
what have I done?
I know I touched the cooker. She said, I caught a bit of your live stream last night. I went, oh, right. Yeah. My eyes are rolling by then, thinking, right, okay. She said, so it was you that knocked my wine over. And straight away, I'm like, oh, no.
Cold sweat.
Oh, no. Of course, when Lex come home from work, he was like, she messaged me, mate, you're in the doghouse. I said, dude, you was like 8 months old. He went, yeah, but said in a way, he said, I admire your blokey thinking for actually moving me right next to it and just blurting it out. I went, dude, 20 years I got away with that, mate. Not too bad, is it?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually a really impressive life hack. It's like, quick baby, there you go, dad hack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag dad hack.
I tell you, mate, it was my get out of jail free card for a lot, mate. It was.
Yeah.
Andy says, where will A-Models be back? I'm looking at bringing in the Warhammer in May. And they're dropping the E-Models probably beginning of June. Me and him will start doing our Monday E-Models stream. Obviously, where I've had, a lot of surgery and that recently. I'm getting back into things gradually. So I'm going to continue doing Frolics to the end of this month, see how I am, but then we'll look at dropping the Warhammer Wednesday back in the schedule, see how I am then, and then I'll look at dropping the Monday E-Models at the benching for us two at that date. Not sure about the other two, what their plans and things are at the moment. We all need to convene and see what the future of it is. But I think the 4-man stream at the moment is waiting on Chrissy's eyes to get better and Ted's hearing to get better and things. So we're kind of in limbo with it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. It's having an holiday.
Mm-hmm. Well earned.
But it'll be back in one form or another, put it that way. So
yeah.
That answers your question.
Yes. The Frolic is a safe space, just not for Colin, says Rabbit.
Yeah.
Well, there's nowhere that's a safe space for Colin.
I do it to myself at the end of the day, but
The
at the time it seems a good idea.
Yeah, the only safe option Colin ever had was saying, I don't at the altar, and other than that, it's it now. Go on.
I'm that bloke, right, that if you're in a shop and it's got crystal or stuff like that on a shelf, on a glass shelf on the back wall of the shop with the little sign that says do not touch, the minute I go within 6 foot of it, the whole lot will just collapse, even though I haven't touched it. But I'll look round and the expression on my face will say, I touched that.
I did that.
Because it's just how I am. I did it in a Wedgwood shop, mate.
Oh, God, that's the worst thing ever, putting you in there.
Yeah. It's like,
I'll tell you what gives me the heebie-jeebies every time. Every 2 or 3 weeks, I take a load of like cardboard boxes of stuff to the tip.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I have to drive there, so I just let the boxes pile up for a few weeks until they get too much. Then I'll just take them all in one go. Yeah. Because you can only go so many times during the year before they start being like, why, So every time I go, they've got, what do they call it? They call it renew, I think. It's basically, you can dump all your stuff, but if you've got stuff that's in perfect condition, you can put it in this like cargo container and they just resell it. Yeah, yeah. They clean it up, make sure it works and sell it for dirt cheap, and it all goes to various charities and funds them and things like that. Sounds like a plan, yeah. Yeah, I think it funds them. I don't think it goes to charities. But, and I like to just go in there every time I go, because I've been in there a couple of times. I picked up a typewriter for £16. Yeah. It's an obscure Polish one that's actually worth about 350 quid. But I paid £16. I picked up something else as well. I got Mama Wolf something that was like £10, and it was really good. But they have loads of good stuff. But right down the middle of it, it's like do you remember when schools used to have demountable buildings that were like the temporary buildings that were on stilts? Yeah. It's one of them, like the kind of the sort of management offices you get on building sites.
An old school porter cabin back in the day, wasn't it?
Porter cabin. And you walk down it, and of course the floor's going. Yeah. But right down the middle of both aisles is the shelves with all the vases, crystals, glasses, dangly lamps, and everything. And all I can hear when I'm walking down is and I'm like, it's all going to fall off, and it's going to be my fault.
Yeah, it does happen, mate.
Yeah. I just like going in there. You just see stuff. It's like, I hope that one day I'll go in there and find like a synth or something that's for sale for like 20 quid that's worth hundreds of it. Yes, I love that. I nearly bought a violin last week. I went in last week and nearly bought a violin for £10.
Counted that when he was drunk once.
Yeah.
Went on eBay, ended up with a violin and a wood carving machine thing.
Alcohol and eBay is not a good combination.
Yeah. You learnt a valuable lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still got both of them. It's like, yeah, it's just his little, his little reminder.
Yeah. He shall never forget.
Yeah. He gets reminded of it quite often. But yeah.
It is the way forward.
Yeah, don't drink an eBay cow. Yeah, all right, he
It's
goes.
the right thing to do.
And of course, he had to get it out of the box and play it. And it was almost like watching someone saw wood.
Oh, not good.
Yeah, yeah. It's only four strings and he didn't manage to get a single decent note out of any of them.
I did the same with a saxophone and a clarinet.
Yeah.
Separate occasions. I sold the saxophone on after trying it for 5 minutes. Yeah. I've still got the clarinet upstairs in its case. I basically got it. And have you ever done that thing where you get something new and it requires some minor assembly, like just putting 3 things together?
Oh,
and because
well,
it's new,
that's an actual complicated thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was like there, and I'm like, I need to figure out how to put this together. So I had to go online on the internet and watch, and I got really nervous. I'm like, it cost me 30 quid. Come on, it's not.
Yeah.
And then I put it together, and then I went, this is really complicated, and put it back in the box. It's still in the loft.
Yeah, it's...
B16 and 15.
Oh, there are folks out there that no matter what instrument they pick up, they can play it brilliantly, you know, and it's a gift, isn't it?
Yeah, I wish I had that gift.
Yeah, no.
Because it'd be times where like I'd sit there and I'd be listening to some music and I think, I'd love to play along with this.
Yes.
Especially like the Brandenburg concertos, but it's like I didn't have a guitar. I used to twiddle on a guitar a little bit. So I'd love an acoustic that I can just pick up and mess with rather than having to turn everything on. So that's why I got like, you know, the violin and the saxophone. That was stupid. Then I got the clarinet thinking and it never went anywhere. I kind of hoped the clarinet wouldn't be complicated, but it was very, very complicated. Not a simple instrument. What do I need?
You thought you'd pick it up and sound like Hacker-Built, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm like, I'll get this mastered, no problem. Big problem.
Yeah, I'll have this nailed in a fortnight. It's like, Because
I thought, well, you know, I can just about twiddle along on a guitar, but it hurts my fingers and I'm not very good.
Yeah.
So why not get a clarinet that will be like less painful than a guitar? No. 15 and 16. What do I need? And a polycarbonate. I mean, a polycap. Dude, polycaps. Polycaps. Ooh.
Any of you in the chat musically talented like that? Are you instrument players? If so, what do you play?
Yes.
Did you find it easy to learn? Is it something you've struggled with?
Or did you just naturally take to it like a duck to water?
Did you all go out and buy a guitar and it's still in the same box?
Yep.
I got rid of that scene. Didn't like that. Retro says, I dropped a bunch of stuff off at e-waste. They told me the container was getting full. To be sure to throw it in the walls to back. Broke my heart. Yeah.
Yep.
He also says, a clarinet and saxophone are functionally identical aside from 2 keys. Yes, I can play both, but I choose not to. The measure of a man's spirit is knowing how to play the bagpipes and deciding not to. Yeah, there's an art form. I do love the sound of bagpipes. When we go up to Edinburgh, we stay in Hart Street.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, quite often you'll hear the sound of bagpipes going off and that. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful sound.
That's the funny thing. Everybody thinks they're screeching wailing, and they can be, but they can also be very pretty if they play just right.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing.
You get someone that is a proper accomplished player.
Mm.
And it's like, yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. It's still Amazing Grace on the bagpipes is quite a, especially if it's played right and there's like, you know, a group of people playing it. It's like,
yeah, that's like just the most that's the most brilliant scene in Wrath of Khan is the spoilers.
Yeah,
Spock dies. Spock's funeral.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a spoiler really after 30, 40 years.
Just a beautiful, beautiful sound.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Is this going to need filling?
You used to get all the military shows up there, and you'd have a lot of the pipers up there and that, you know, and it's, I want to go to Edinburgh again now.
Off you go then. I'll keep a watch on the channel for you.
H has already said if we won the lottery tomorrow, that's where she'd go.
Yep.
And I'm like, yep, I'll be there with you. I never said that. She goes, oh, damn it.
Yeah. Oh,
damn it. Yeah. Oh, you think I was inviting you then? Well, you know what, love? Oh. And that's when you do that little lip wobble, isn't it? It's like,
it's like till death do us part, or British Rail Intercity.
Yeah. And then she does that. I was only joking, love, and part of you thinks, yeah, she's only saying that.
Yeah, so when she goes, I was only joking. Yeah. The little sigh afterwards that makes you think.
Yeah. So it's true that advert says a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. And I'm like,
yep.
Okay, love.
A dog is for Christmas, Festa is forever.
Yeah.
Am I going to need to fill it? I don't know.
Every now and then she just face palms. Why did I take them vows? I go, because you love me, dear. Normally when I've done something that is so bad. Yeah. And it's that instant handbrake is applied and she just looks at me and
you
goes,
do something so bad? Surely not.
Yeah. What made you think that was a good thing to do? Well, that's where you've gone wrong, love. You're actually using the words me and think. I'm a bloke. We don't do that.
This is where that may have gone wrong.
Yeah. She's like, what made you? No. All right, love. She goes, oh, you love me really? Because I have to. Someone has to.
Yeah, you say, you love me really? And she goes,
oh, we all do that blokey thing where we follow them around, try to redeem ourselves, and it never works.
Yeah, like a sick puppy.
Do you have, I see Jeff in the chat there, do you have your get out of jail free Jeff face that you tried to give to Maggie with the puppy dog eyes if you've done something that, you know, you're going to get told off for? Or are you not going to admit it because she's within range?
Well, yeah, there is that.
There is that.
Before he answers that question.
Yeah, this is where Maggie's now got tea coming out of her nostrils because, either that or she's now looking at him with the most laser Terminator eye you can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Going, right, I'm now going to gauge your expression as you answer Festa's question. Plead the fifth, Jeff. It'll work, mate. Jeff says the Shadows were my inspiration. Oh, Hank Marvin. Now there's a guy who can make a guitar talk.
I actually bought an electric guitar purely to do the Hank Marvin bit when I was doing a cover version of Jar's Rendezvous 4.
There you go. You've done it again. 6 lines of conversation. You managed to get Jar in, mate. I am impressed.
I don't deliberately try, you know.
I am impressed. I could be talking about Lemmy Kilminster's best drinking session and it would get back to Jar. That is impressive.
You could be talking about Mavis Beacon teaches typing.
Mate, I am impressed with how you do that. That is a skill. I salute you.
Is, as we say, skill.
6 lines of separation.
Mm-hmm. I see, we're not doing the other arm yet. Okay. I need to let that dry for 1 minute. 1 Minuten. Don't forget, folks, if you want me to shut up, if you're sick of hearing my beautiful dulcet tones, my poetic voice, feel free to do a super chat.
Yeah.
And say, shut up, Fox. And for every £1 in the super chat that you put in, I will shut up for 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah, Retro says he was going to take his mum over to Edinburgh for the tattoo, but the Velociraptor happened, and unrelated, she passed. Still take her someday, but she won't need a seat, laugh out loud, bless. Yeah. Jeff Light says, my get out of trouble is new teddy bears. See, should you have admitted that? Yeah. Bill says, after 3 weeks of clarinet lessons, my music teacher sent a note to my parents suggesting music wasn't for me. Yeah.
They sent a telegram saying, "Dear parents, stop. Please stop."
Many, many years ago, says Jeff, I started to learn playing the guitar, but had to give it up. Musically, not that well blessed. Yeah. I think we all have that inner musician in us. You hear your favourite band, don't you? And you think,
Yeah.
love to be able to play like that, you know, and it's just like, yeah.
I'm always a firm believer that anybody can do anything. It's just a case of, as I said before, learning what tools to use and how to use them.
Yeah, it's that huge disappointment, though, isn't it? When you don't sound like who you think you want to sound like. I made the mistake years and years ago of actually taping myself playing.
Oh, yeah.
But then played it back, and it's the worst thing I could have done at the time, you know, and it put me off for years.
Yeah, because if you listen to yourself playing, in your head, you're sounding brilliant. But when you listen back to it, you're like, oh.
And you're like, yeah, but I've still got my guitars and that. They're all still there. But one of them, I actually had a thing fitted to it that does all the chords for me as my hands started to give up the ghost. And I've got Native Instruments guitar rig on my system and that. And I keep meaning to get back into it, but you just know the challenge or the realisation when you try to play is going to make you realise how far down the road you've come with your condition, and it's a little bit of a kick in the teeth, if I'm honest.
It's just it's almost like applying a highlighter to it, isn't it? That you don't necessarily
yes, and as you know, I'm a chronic depressive, so it is just that confirmation of things that perhaps isn't going to do you mentally very good at that moment in time.
You need to have it reminded to you.
Yeah, so I tend to keep putting it off because of that, and it's not an excuse, but it's a valid reason as to
absolutely
to why, because it will kick you in the teeth. We all know it will. So
I think for a lot of people, it's not just music, but for a lot of people, when it comes to creative stuff, like I say, I think anybody can do anything. I think the realisation that you can do it, but it's going to take a long time to get there is what puts a lot of people off. Myself included, you know, you start something and you think you're going to be great from the start.
Yes.
It's human nature. You hear somebody, like, I don't know, you hear somebody playing an instrument and you think, well, that's only one note at a time. I can do that. That's not a problem. There you go. No problem. But it's like, then you realise what it actually takes to do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people give up. So I don't think people, I mean, I'm sure there may be some people like that who've got no musical ken at all. They don't even understand music and they've never learned. But I think that's probably quite rare.
Yeah.
I think for most people, if they're taught, some people get it instantly without being taught. Some people, if you teach them, they'll pick it up.
Yeah.
And the thing I always... Go on.
H often said if I was to use a pick, would it have made it easier? Because I never used the plectrum, so, you know, never... It's a finger pick, you know.
Yeah. Because, I mean, with the guitar especially, it doesn't really matter how you play it. It's the sound that comes out, not how you actually get the sound out of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's...
I've often thought of having dedicated lessons and perhaps finding someone and saying, look, you know, this is my situation. So it might be a bit more awkward for you to teach someone like me because of, and seeing, you know, whether there's someone out there that can teach that, you know, because when your dexterity isn't what it once was, it's your cognitive coordination for me is there's that delay between what my brain is telling my hands to do and what the hands actually do are two different things. And is it that ship has finally sailed? This is why I got into custom painting them and doing different wiring jobs and that in them and getting my feel that way rather than desperately trying to rekindle playing. So,
I mean, there's always, you know, that's the beauty of something like music is, even if guitars were completely shut out to you, there's other things you might be able to do if you want to just get the music going on. You know, there's free software instruments you could get.
Oh, I've got GarageBand and all of that lot, you know. And
that's always an option. But yeah,
Cal's like old drum kit's still out in the conservatory doing its thing.
Always wanted to do drums. Had access to a drum kit for a couple of years. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Of course, now there's super duper electronic drum kits out there with the brain and acoustic mats so that you don't bother the neighbours too much with it. So there's ways and means.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing. It's like music and art and drawing and painting. They're all basically the same thing. It's something that you either instinctively can do, and you're very lucky, and you just need to learn the mechanics of it, or something that you haven't instinctively got.
Oh yeah,
you can learn it.
I mean, most of us blokes are the world's greatest air guitarists because
oh, absolutely, no one can air guitar like me. Yeah. Just don't listen back to yourself air guitaring because it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with me. I was never taught music. I never had formal music I had music classes at secondary school.
Yeah.
But they lasted like 2 years, and we were basically just sat there listening to Beethoven and talking about Beethoven and Mozart. It wasn't.
It was a very classical musical education in mainstream schools, but
the most we ever got was the explanation of the musical staff and the symbols. But basically I've had no musical education. I just used to listen to stuff and try copying it.
When I ended up in naughty school, they didn't have music lessons.
Yes.
Instruments would have been seen as a weapon that could be used. So
yeah. So, it's like I can't read and write music. Not got a clue. Not got a clue. Never learned piano.
Quite a lot of very talented musicians out there can't read music.
No. If you say to me, like, press D on a keyboard, I'd go C, D. Okay, press G, C, D, E, F, G. There's G.
Guitarists out there that can't really read guitar tab or proper sheet music, So, common thing.
Yep. It's not the end of the world if you don't know how to do it. Like I say, all you need to do is make noise come out of the machine you're making noise with. And
I always admire them people that can play a tune by ear.
Yeah.
Or someone will say to someone, like, we've all been out somewhere where someone's got an acoustic guitar, haven't we? In the caravan park or wherever you're staying. There's always someone that ends up with an acoustic guitar in their thing. We used to get it a lot when we went to the motorcycle races. There was always someone that had a mobile home and they had an acoustic in there.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting there around a fire with your beers or whatever you're drunk at the time. Yeah. And someone go, oh, do you know such and such? And I go, how does it go? And they would give the world's worst flumbity-flum, and they would sit there and start playing it, and they'd be playing it perfectly. And you're like, how can you do that? Yep. How does it go? Heady hole, and they're like, yeah, I know that one. Bum, bum, bum. Unbelievable when people can do that, and I do admire that.
Yep. I mean, when I do like covers of things, I've sat there and it's only stuff I've listened to for years. And I just sort of listen to it and break it down in my head, but it still takes me a long time to figure it out. It's to be able to do that on the fly is a massive skill. Oh,
I admire anyone that can do it, especially like that, because literally someone's just suggested it. Give them a couple of bars and they're like, yeah, okay, I've got it now. And that's it. And that's just unbelievable.
That's either someone that knows music and the instrument very well, or even just someone who doesn't know music but knows their instrument inside out. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you say something, could you just sing us something with a bit of a sad tune or a bit of a funny tune? And they just, and they're making the lyrics up as they go. And it's like, it's just unbelievable,
Yeah, I tried writing
fascinates
songs.
Me.
No. I'm insanely jealous of anyone who could actually play piano properly.
Yes.
Because when I'm sitting there trying to come up with ideas, I'm very limited in what I can do because I can't play piano. I'm a few notes at a time if I'm lucky, but I can build tunes up, but I can't play them live. So anybody that can sit there and go, it's like, I'm so jealous of that.
Cal's got a piano at his apartment.
Ooh.
He done the full piano lessons and everything, and I think he's still doing it. He's at some kind of level now. And he's learning all the classically stuff and I'm getting into it. Lex has got his keyboard in his bedroom, you know, all his stuff. It used to be quite good because H would give it the beans on Cal's Drunk It. I'd have me guitars and that, you know.
Oh, nice.
Every now and then we'd have a go at doing some kind of a jam, and it was totally incomprehensible, but we had fun.
It was absolutely fun, yeah.
Plus, it sounded good, but yeah, probably didn't.
Actually, I only once ever sat down with some of the musos and did a kind of jam like that, and it was like guy on drums, guy on guitar. It was my mate who said, "Oh yeah, we're sorting out a band, and do you want to come and try out for keyboards?" I'm like, I can't play live. You're not my kind of music anyway, but I'll come and have a jam with you because I've no interest in being in a band or anything.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. I wasn't really playing anything at all. It was just, but it was great fun.
Absolutely. Jeff Light says I could play the broomstick perfectly.
I can play the fool.
Yeah. Jeff says same as for us, Fox, regarding the music lessons. Retro says we had either string or band from GR6 to GR13, but it was an option from GR9 onwards, which I think is a mistake. The kids aren't really ready for college or uni until at 17 or 18. Yeah. Bill says, Dad, do you know how the piano's on my foot? No, son. But you hum it, I'll play it. Yeah. Well, it's funny. I used to love going to the old pubs up in London because you would always have someone giving it a turn on the piano. And it would normally be some sort of little old bint in her 70s or 80s with her old man there. And she'd start playing the old Joanna and he'd be like warbling in the background and you would listen to them, but they were so happy doing it, you know. And
it's always that delightful sort of old East End out of tune piano, honky tonk.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say, mate. You know, and it would be nice to hear it. And I don't hear that now. I mean, we go up to the Smoke now and then, but them sort of places, you don't have that going on now because it's all theme pubs and jukeboxes or whatever, and the traditional little get-together shindig or whatever you want to call it's gone now.
Yeah, I mean, where I am, we had a couple of what we would call old people pubs.
Yeah.
Which are literally just, you know, there's all the old folks in the pubs. And we used to go to, if we wanted a quiet night.
Yeah.
Where you go in and we just watch some beers and, you know, have a few pints. And they're always like ale pubs.
Yeah.
And where all the other pubs have got like the football screens and the jukeboxes, these ones had like, one of them just had nothing.
Yeah.
Just like you go in, you drink your beer and you talk. And one of them was like nothing, but they'd occasionally have a group of the regulars would just get up and play jazz.
Yeah.
In a little jazz band. And that was great. But then one of them just got karaoke night coming in and then it just had to change and died. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that killed it. I'm not coming here again.
Yeah, I used to love that. Bert and Phyllis giving it the beans, you know, and it's like, go for it.
Had a ho, had a ho. Nobody knows what they're singing, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And it was brilliant, you know, and it's like, I could them two going for it, you know, but it would be a good, lively shindig, you know, and if it was, especially if it was near where Charlie was and he was in there, out come the spoons, rat-a-tat-tat, and all of that lot, you know, but that's gone now, isn't it, that little musical creativity.
Yeah. Charlie and his spoons. I knew it wouldn't be long before Charlie and his spoons.
It's funny, all of it. Well, it's a bit like you and Jar, mate, isn't it? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, pot and kettle. But all the pianos back then used to have that fairground piano sound, didn't they, in the pubs, you know? And it was,
it was good times.
I miss it, if I'm honest. You reminisce, don't you? Because I'd like my sons to have seen that type of thing because, you know, it was just different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's still a thing in pubs, but I've certainly not heard it in years.
No, I can't think of a pub round here.
No.
Even the little country pubs nowadays are still, they're kind of just normal people coming to watch the football. It's like, is that all the pub is about now, football?
Yeah, it's just gone that way, isn't it? The old traditional pub has gone, you know. And do you remember I don't know if you had it up your neck of the woods, but we used to have the seafood bloke come round in the long white coat with the straw hat.
Fishman.
Goggles of Welch to get your jelly deals, you know. And
yeah, was yours like 3 foot tall?
Yeah.
It looked a bit like Lofty from 8.5 Hotman.
Yeah, it looked like he was going around on his knees, you know.
And did he have like the white butcher's coat and the white butcher's hat?
Oh, yeah, that's what I just said, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We used to have
Why
that.
you not
fish
listen?
sticks.
Yeah.
I missed that little bit. I think it's fish sticks.
Back in the day.
Yeah, we had the same. Those are the days. They're always. I think I've seen in my life like 2 or 3 of the people like that, the fish guys, and they're always tiny.
Yeah. Well, people of that generation weren't they? They was all short.
Yeah. They have to be small.
I suppose wartime, wouldn't it? Wouldn't, you know, diet and all of that lot. Weren't getting the right sustenance, were they? So they was all a bit short.
True. And yet everybody would always buy his fish sticks. I think he'd only ever sell fish sticks.
Yeah.
Nobody would buy anything else. I don't think anybody ever bought cockles and things off him.
Well, that was golden rule in a pub, would it? If the peanuts were on the bar, it's like, yeah, you don't eat the peanuts out of the brick on the bar, mate, because yeah.
1, 2, 3. 3, okay.
Are there any quirks people remember when they was growing up? Pubs and things that they remember from their youth? That they're like, oh, you pine for it every now and then, don't you? But then is it because we missed that generation?
Maybe.
Because we're all quite traditionalists at heart, aren't we? And I wouldn't say we're resistant to change, but is it because we always fondly remember the 70s and 80s because we was growing up in it? But if we went back there now, would it be as fun as we remembered it?
I think you've got the nail on the head there. I think we remember the 70s fondly because we were kids and everything was brilliant.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. If we went back as adults, it would probably suck balls.
Yeah, it probably would eat balls, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3-day week and all of that gubbins. And I can still remember going around London with the 7-8 foot tall stacks of rubbish bags because of the mid strike.
Yep.
You know, and the critters running around your ankles because, there was rubbish everywhere. Still remember that.
We never had that. We had the power cuts like everybody else did.
Yeah.
Thanks to Heath.
Jim Callaghan, wasn't it? The Winter of Discontent.
Not Heath. The Winter of Discontent. What was Heath? Was Heath the Night of 1,000 Knives? Was that Heath?
Yeah, Heath was the Tory bloke that used to go around the world on his yacht all the time, wasn't he?
That's right.
He took us into the EEU or EEC back in the day, wasn't it?
I've actually got a badge. I'm saying yes to Europe badge.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which I put a load of, when we were doing the E-Model show back in the day, I was going to put a load of badges on my hat.
Yeah.
And I just found a load of old badges in a drawer, so I'll put this on my hat. And one of them was like a swimming club badge. And then I thought, I can't really put this on my hat because it was around about the time of Brexit. And I thought, I can't really wear that because it's how ironic that it's now come relevant again.
Yeah, Boris's Brexit bus. Yeah. My mum still quotes stuff in old money.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah, you'll hear, how much do you realise that is such and such in old money, And it's like...
2 and 6, that.
Yeah. £1, 7 shillings and 6pence, she goes, all right, Mum.
And that's the funny thing, I grew up, I was born the year everything went decimal. But even I grew up saying, that'll be 5 bob, meaning 5p.
I can remember
bob,
at
10p.
school that we were still learning stuff in old pounds, shillings and pence alongside the new decimal way because we were relied on to learn it so that we could tell our parents how to use it.
Yeah, I remember watching an instructional video from the time with the parents. Oh, I don't understand this, and the parents are like, "Oh, it's
so
easy."
The kids were getting taught it, so that we could go home and sit and tell our parents, "Right, this is how you do it." The
funny thing is, though, it seems weird because you look at the decimal system, pounds and pence.
Yeah.
And it's so simple.
It's like so simple, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. It's like, how did people not take to it? I don't understand this decimal. 100 pence in a pound. And
100 pence.
Well, that's it. Never mind all this 12s and all. There's 100 pence in a pound.
Yeah.
There you go. That's done. That's the end of it.
Yeah. Because a lot of people clamoured when we came out of the EU. go back to the old pounds, shillings and pence, and it's like, no, don't do that.
Are you a complete moron? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
God, could you imagine trying to explain to people now the old pre-decimal currencies?
yes. I never understood these people that wanted to sort of basically put life back to the way it was in 1950s. It's like, what? So you want no NHS and no decent healthcare?
Yeah, that shit's out, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, really?
Yeah, it's quite interesting because I still have old 10 bob notes and things like that. Pre-decimalised coins I've still got. And it was Ronnie. Yeah, no, it was Ronnie's set. He got them from the Royal Mint. And it's a big leather folder thing that opens up. And inside's a big acrylic case, and it's got like the last year of the old pounds, shillings and pence all encased in it, you know.
All right.
And I've still got that set, you know, and it's like, yeah.
Nice. Somebody said, for one of my birthdays, somebody sent me a little mint pack of the coins that were there when I was born. It was 1971, 2 pence, 1 pence, half pence.
Yeah.
But I've still got my little clicker, the little red thing with the 3 buttons.
Oh, right. Yeah. I know
like,
one.
you click it to and it's like to figure out decimal numbers.
Yeah, do the conversion. Yeah.
And it's like, you look at it, you think, did people really struggle to understand it?
Do you remember the conversion book that you used to get given at school to take home?
See, it came in when I was born, so by the time I was 3 or 4, it was already...
Yeah, it was like a little A5 style book, bit like the old... Do you remember the logarithm books we all had in maths? Bit like that. So you had the columns, and each column had a price, or, you know, the incremental in the old currency, and then what it would be worth in the new, so that they could work it out, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Going back a bit, aren't we?
Well, it was a concerted policy by the government at the time, wasn't it? Educate the kids so that they can educate their parents. It was the easiest way. It makes perfect sense when you think of it.
If people aren't aware, we're old.
Yeah, because to us it was just how it was normal, but because you was doing the old and new and you got to go home and tell mum and dad how to do something, it empowered the kids, so we all took it in. It was a great policy when you think about it, how to educate the population. Yeah, tell the kids how to do it.
I do remember my dad or my mum trying to explain to me the old system.
Yes.
With pounds, shillings. And my brain was like, what?
Yeah.
12 pence to a...
Yeah.
What? And then a shilling is what? And then you got 32... What?
Yeah.
And a groat is what? How much now?
Yeah.
And why is it called LSD when it's pounds, shillings and pence? It's like, it's not lira, sesterces and denarii. Why are we using Latin symbols? Oh, I hate it. And I was like, this makes no sense. You people are weird.
AJ says, the only thing I remember fondly about the 70s is the music. So many fantastic prog rock bands. Spent most of the 70s going to gigs and pubs, good times. I was lucky with Mum because my induction into music was Led Zeppelin, Hendrix, Hawkwind, you know.
Wind, good God.
Yeah, yes, you know, all kinds of... metal-based bands, you know, and it was a thing, you know. I think the first album I got bought was Led Zeppelin 2. You know, and that was just Mum. She was a proper metalhead, you know, whereas my old man was more into James Last and people like that.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He was, he was a bit of a croony type, you know, a bit of Bing Crosby and that, you know, whereas Mum was like, I don't want to listen to none of his old shit. Try listening to this, you know, and that was it. It was almost like our thing, you know. And,
James Last.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it? How two people with total opposite musical tastes. It's like,
my next door neighbour, Uncle Charlie, he was ex-army. He always used to listen to marching band music. It's like, really?
Oh, right, yeah.
The music of the Coldstream Guards. And that was his, you know, polka music. I'm like, really?
Yeah. She got me into the old Tyrannosaurus Rex, which became T-Rex.
Oh, yeah?
Bolan, Sweet, all of that sort of stuff. Glam rock became a thing, and... other musicians of that era that we can no longer talk about, you know.
Yes.
So, but I would always go back to the Led Zeppelin era, the Deep Purple era, era. 24 carat purple was a birthday present off me mum. You know, you'll like listening to that. She says you'll like that album.
You'll like this.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah, and I've still got them, you know, they're all in my vinyl collection that Cal's got one eye on.
Well, yeah. My parents never tried to influence me musically, and I wasn't really into music till later in life, but
No.
I just kind of grew to like what they like by osmosis. So they listened to Queen and ELO. So when I got into music, I'm like,
early
like
Queen, yeah.
Yeah. Where the hell does this
I was
come on?
quite lucky because I'd be listening, obviously Mum would be playing something, especially when he weren't there because he used to work away, so all rock albums came out when he weren't there. Who is this? Who is this? You know, oh, do you like it then? Yeah, I like that. Oh, you'll like this one then. And another album would go on. And then suddenly when Christmas came along, I was getting my own copies, you know. And
Oh, yeah.
so it was, it was an interesting one because it was never, you must listen to this. You know, she had other tastes. You know, if she was in a mellow mood, a bit of Neil Diamond or a bit of Manilow would get played. But
Oh, dear. Yes.
if she, how can we say this word in a way? If she was speed dusting, I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Then obviously, you know, the Deep Purple would come out, the Hendrix, you know, yeah. If she needed to vent.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But yeah, I can't believe some of what he used to listen to was right. Jim Reeves was another one he used to listen to. And, yeah, real ye oldie. I think that was because of his own parents were quite traditional in their musical tastes, you know, a big band era, but also a bit of country, a bit of that, you know, whereas my mum was like, a bit of Bob Dylan, a bit of this, a bit of Johnny Cash now and then, but the bulk of her tastes were sort of prog rock and stuff. Blue Oyster Cult, yes, bands like that, you know.
Yep. It's weird because I didn't.
Still like it now. Still likes a bit of purple.
Oops. My dad kind of got me into swingy big band stuff later on in my teenage years. We had a caravan in the lakes and a couple of the caravans and the big static touring caravan, a 40-foot job.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the family or the couple next to us on both sides were older couples, and they were both in the local like big swing band.
Yeah, 2 secs.
So
Squishy alert. Edward Leonard's in, folks. Just want to say hello because we're going to be winding up shortly.
Yes.
Squishy alert.
2 of the o'clocks.
Jeff says he also liked big band music. And he says his late father was a military band fan. My mother-in-law used to like all the military band stuff.
Yeah.
PJ says, I regret not keeping my vinyl album collection. It'd be worth a fortune. Yeah, I've got loads of stuff on vinyl. It's the one thing I've never parted with, PJ. I've still got my turntable and stack system in the lounge that Cal's got his eyes on. Yeah. And he, you know, he's already said, you know, can I have your vinyl collection when you're gone? I said, it's yours, you know, you want it. Whereas Lex is not really interested in it, you know what I mean? But Cal's got that sort of musical appreciation of vinyl and that, and everything he buys is on vinyl.
Yeah.
I'd say hello to Edward, and Edward's saying hello to everyone else. But yeah, it's interesting, you know, he got himself a turntable and he said, oh, I don't sound as good as the rig you've got. And I said, you want me rig as well when I'm gone, don't you? And he went, yeah. I said, mate, I said, you know, and I said to the pair of them, you know, are you interested in it? And Lex was like, it's not really me. He says, you know, I've got all my music is stream or CDs or whatever. He said, it's his thing, vinyl.
Yeah.
And I said, yours then, mate.
I mean, you know, at least you know it'll be going to a good home.
Yeah.
So.
He went, I'll look after it. I said, I ain't going to bother me. I'll be fucking dead, won't I? You know, not a problem.
Plus, you know he would anyway.
Yeah, I said, no, you've got your name on it now. You own it, it's your problem.
Yeah. It's your problem now, Dave.
But he's like, oh, could you show me how to, you know, set it up and do maintenance on it and stuff? I said, yeah, of course I will. Don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad got me into swing and stuff. He took me to see Ted Heath and his orchestra at the Free Trade Hall in Manchester a couple of times when they were all in their like 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
The drummers that.
I was lucky. I got to see Jeff Beck at Ronnie Scott's.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that guy could make a bloody guitar. So sadly, he passed during the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it. Talent. Again, you know, people just make a guitar talk, can't they? It's just, damn. Old school talent.
I couldn't believe the guy on drums. It was the original drummer from Ted Heath's orchestra.
Yeah.
And he must have been about 8 foot tall and about 90.
Yeah.
But this is proper old big band swing with like frenetic drum solos. And it's like, how is this man still alive?
Yay! Good old StreamYard there, putting their thing up in the middle.
I've just got that as well.
Yeah, luckily I spotted it.
Yeah, good lad.
Yeah. Luckily I looked up just at the right time. Yeah. Because we haven't had that for a couple of weeks.
No, it's been away we thought they'd resolve their nonsense.
It's our big pet hate. It's a StreamYard if you're watching. With your stupid countdown timer.
Fingers, yeah.
That's a good point now for me to try and wrap up because it is 2 o'clock and it's time for us to
stop doing stuff.
Bid our farewells and all of that lot. So as usual, massive thanks to you all for coming in and keeping us 2 pillocks company. It really does mean a lot. As I said, as the next few months, we're going to be increasing the live streams to get back to our normal 3 days or 3 streams a week. So it will happen. I'm just bedding myself in gently so we can just tolerate that for a little bit longer. We'll then drop in the Wednesday show and then eventually we'll drop back the Monday show as well. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to be watching cars and motorcycles go round in circles because it's Formula 1. MotoGP and World Superbikes is on, so I've spoiled for choice this week.
Yeah, you'll be getting your knee down.
I'll be getting my knee down and bemoaning and belittling the telly because that's what you do, isn't it?
That when H will give you the helmet just to shut you up.
Oh, she's happy because she knows he's got his racing on. She can leave me be and get stuff done, bless her, without me following her around because I'm not Velcro. So in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekends, folks.
Yes.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us too. We really do enjoy the frolic, just sitting here and talking to you all. Stay safe and well. We'll catch you on the next one.
Adios, amigos.
Bye for now.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time